right, thanks, D.A. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. And for Brooklyn, LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Jared Allen is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Passes it to Allen. He kicks to Kaede. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Jordan. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Here's Cool Hands. And Jordan sends it back. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Conference rivals in this one, Clark. Does that matter as much as people think, or is it just another game?
I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
And the first one at the line is good.
And a great track record in the draft for the Nets. Karis LeVert selected with the 20th pick and Jared Allen taken at 22.
And you might want to throw in guys too. Rodions Kurucs, the 40th pick in 2018, had a big impact, even participated in the Rising Stars Challenge. And, you know, sometimes you got to make your own breaks, make your own good fortune, and that's exactly what the Nets have done.
Elbow shot is on the way. Again, the Nets for 2.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
And he dunks it down.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
Brooklyn with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. LeVert with the wide open look. Nets with the new shot clock.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Trey knocks down the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's LeVert on the wing. Jordan finds Kaede. 3-pointer. The long distance 3 is buried. Durant's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Nets.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
There's the pass to Cool Hands. Another 3 for Chicago.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Now here's Durant. He's got 8. Pops it up for Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season. Remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Here's Cool Hands. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. From the baseline. Again, Chicago.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Count it, good. He has 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, what was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
Pass to Cool Hands. 1:43 left in the first. From deep three-point range. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Outside Irving. Pass to Kaede. Crawford outside. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Crawford. Jordan's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
From past the arc. It's rebounded by Durant. And Kade's got the ball here for the Nets. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Here's Cool Hands. The rebound by Kaede.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And again, it's DeAndre Jordan. He's got 10.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Six seconds left here in the first quarter. Durant, that's good.
I mean, there are a lot of players who are smaller than Durant who can't put a defender on skates like he does.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up the footage for the official.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Back to the action after this word. They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Jared Allen is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You've got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
And it's good, 2 points.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Irving, and the slam dunk by Irving.
Wow, Kyrie Irving. I know he's got mad handles and an unbelievable ability to make shots. That's surprising to see the little fella get up and throw it down.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Brooklyn with the rebound. Kaede on the wing. 12 points for him. Harris looking it over. Back to Durant. Clock at 6. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Claxton the pass to Allen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Allen's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
The Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Allen. Fires from the wing. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Allen's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
14 feet away. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Jay.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grab it for air.
Back to Irving. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. The Bulls have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
On its way from Irving for 2, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Irving's got 8.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
From 17 feet out, it's hauled in by Harris. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed. A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Crawford comes in for Harris. Free throw no good for Irving. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Allen slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, for a team like the Nets building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for cool hands. He's perfect from the line this time. Clark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development, the investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them.
Bulls moving the ball around. Shoots from 12, and it's good off the glass. He's got 10.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Durant kicks to Crawford. To the middle. Here's Allen. That's tipped. They retain possession. And the dunk by Jordan. Bulls trail by 11. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the Bulls, another 3. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Here's Jordan. It's tipped. Out to the right wing. For the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Durant puts up a deep. Got the shot! Oh, my goodness is right!
Just no better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that. Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Durant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Bulls trail by 8 and tip it off the second half. Here's Jim Boylan's 5. Off target from three-point range.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
Here's Jordan. They shoot again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Chicago. Well, last season, for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense, despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
Clark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes, but understanding the professionalism of work ethic and and developing good habits and really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. For Chicago, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Nets leading by 10. Now Irving. He's got 14. Outside Durant. Fires at the elbow. That's good on the jump shot. Kaede's got 19 points.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Bulls have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid number.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Three-pointer, LeVert. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants LeVert to take because they know it gets him going.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Durant with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Outside Irving. It's deflected. Here's Prince. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Oh!
Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, ooh, wow. Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Jay is checked in for Chicago. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 8.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Irving. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Boy, LeVert is a terrific two-way threat, guys. His defensive instincts often create offense for him.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Outside Irving. Now here's LeVert. Tight defense on him. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Pass to Irving. And the slam dunk by Irving.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
The pass to Jay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for LeVert. Pass to Irving. Shoots the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Jay, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Pass to Crawford to the inside. Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Taurean Prince. For Chicago, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Nets leading by 5. Harris kicks to Irving. That 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Passes it to Cool Hands. Drops in the tray. Cool Hands got his second basket of the night.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Irving. He's got 18. There's Crawford with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Crawford's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. No dice from 9 feet out. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Jay, and the layup's good off the glass. Jay's got 10.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Irving surveying the floor. A floater. Chalk up 2 there. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And once he started feeling it, Irving just decided to make it his night. And he's done that in a big way.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the
Sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Crawford. Durant is out there with Allen. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Oh, good with the triple.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Wasted no time on that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
The shot by Kaede. No good.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Irving finds Crawford. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Nets lead by 1.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Almost, but it rolls out. Chicago's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. The 3, and again, it's the Bulls from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
KD passes to Crawford. Here's Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. That one good for 2. And that's 21 points for KD.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. Just got to marvel at his greatness.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside Irving on the pass to Crawford. Elbow shot. The shot comes out.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Pass to Cool Hands. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Irving passes to Claxton. Irving, good. Irving's got 14 points here in the second half.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. They get the rebound, passes it to Jay. Second chance shot, a rebound by the Nets.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Chicago calls timeout. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jim Boylan talking with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Irving, and that one, good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Timeout called, the Nets. Harris LeVert's checked in for Jamal Crawford. Here's KD. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Jay. And the Bulls, another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And that one is good. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
To the paint, stolen by Durant. There's the feed to Jordan. Pass to LeVert. Inside, here's Allen. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Not to be denied there. Allen playing hard, a little contact, not going to bother.
And that one falls for Allen.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
3:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Excellent D there from Allen. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn, trailing by 4. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Shoots from 12. Misses off the left eye.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Not only ties it up with the hoop, but puts them in front now with the free throw. That could be the play of the game if they come out on top.
Jordan grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Kaede. He's off on that one. Here's Jay.
What a shot! Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
Phenomenal finish. A 3 at the horn. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess really that's about the only way we could expect a game like this to close the curtain.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.